Hello lovely people in my phone, and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Pen. Now today I'm doing sausages and mash. Now it's a bog standard dinner, isn't it, for many of us? You know, whether your sausages are 80-90% meat, whether they're 50% meat, or whether they're meat free, sausages and mash, bang on British. But today I thought I would try doing my mashed potatoes in my NinjaPossible on slow cook. So what I've done is I have peeled and I have cut my potatoes into discs. This is how I do them now, since watching Poppy make hers. Poppy cooks, and they're brilliant. So I have rinsed them off as well, and they're just going to go into my Possible. And I think I'm going to have to move you so you can see what I'm doing, aren't I? Right then, you saw me add the potatoes. Now I'm going to add some water. Now, yeah, you could get all fancy and add stock if you wanted, but I actually failed to see the point since I'm going to be straining it off. So, water, potatoes, salt, and we are generous with our salt. That is one thing that I did pick up on from Poppy, so I'm generous with my salt. I'm making sure that my potatoes are covered. Let's move the salt out of the way, you might be able to see. Now we'll go on with the lid. Switch on at the mains and switch on our NinjaPossible. It defaults to slow cook. I'm going to do it on high, and we're going to go for 3 hours. Well, I'm going to go for 2 hours and see how they are, because this does cook fast. So 2 hours, that's it. I'm hoping that after, there you go, we're cooking, that after the 2 hours these will be cooked and I can mash them. Yeah, and that works out just about right for dinner, just gone 5 o'clock. So we shall come back when these are, fingers crossed, cooked. Well, it has been 1 hour and 22 minutes, but I did check 7 minutes ago, so 1 hour and 15 minutes, and these potatoes are cooked. Early dinner tonight. Okay, I am amazed. Now, obviously it's not quicker, but if for some reason you haven't got your hob, but you've got a slow cooker, perfect. So I'm going to drain these off, and then I will show you exactly what they look like. Let's switch this off. I mean, really, they're ridiculous. They are brilliantly well cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them in there. There you go. So cooked, aren't they? I'm going to cover them with a tea towel and leave them to drain, to air dry for about 10 minutes. You'll see these when I've mashed them and they're on our plates. Right then, dinner is cooked and it's dished up, but the main thing we're concentrating on is the mashed potato cooked in a slow cooker, in this case cooked in the NinjaPossible. I do believe I was a bit silly earlier and I said it had been on for 1 hour and 15 minutes. I fibbed. It had been on for 45 minutes. So I'm just going to finish the dinner off with some onion gravy, and then we'll do the taste. And this is onion gravy, but it's actually also, little cheat, some leftover French onion soup from yesterday that has just been decidedly watered down to make a delicious gravy. So waste not, want not in this house. Right, Cumberland sausage from the local butchers, the Butcher's Dunstable. Peas, frozen peas, just generic. Leftover French onion soup for gravy, but most importantly, our potatoes that you can see there were cooked in our NinjaPossible. So you know what happens. I take this through to Steve, I come back and tell you what the mash tastes like. Okay then, Steve has his, and he's just putting a little bit of mustard on the sausage and he's tucking in. What do I want to say? Slicing your potatoes into discs a la Poppy Cooks really does get a beautiful even cook on your potatoes, whether you're doing them in your NinjaPossible or a pan. Perfect. Lots of salt in the water means you can really taste it in your potatoes. As you saw, I gave them a 10-minute air dry, and then I mashed them with my potato rice, which you didn't see, and then I put them back in the Possible on keep warm, and they've been on keep warm for 45 minutes, an hour, and they're still hot. Okay, that's all the basics out of the way. Let's try this mash. Right, I've got some that's pretty naked. There's a little bit of gravy on it, but I'm telling you, if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. So if you're ever in the unfortunate situation that your hob isn't working for whatever reason, you can cook mashed potatoes in your slow cooker. So it's rather nice actually. Right, slow cooker mashed potatoes. You won't be disappointed. Do it this way. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you again very soon in the kitchen with Peg. Bye bye for now.